how do you build a country of substance, which takes inspiration from our founding fathers, but is powered by the energy of our young citizens? And how do they, instead of saying that the government is going to do this or somebody is going to do that, or protesting only, they start building. There are a number of heroes that we revere in our own minds. They also use the train as a medium to explore India. Seeing a different India, seeing different Indians around them, seeing role models which are very inspiring, participating in conversations, and it's life transformative. I think the idea came from that there is a very young nation emerging. Deep down in my heart, we knew that we are on the cusp of a change. And 97 to a certain extent was a time where change was in the air. So we positioned the journey as a journey of discovery for young people who can think about the future of India. 7 years later, I started writing a book in 2004, 2005. Called India, A Journey Through a Healing Civilization. And then HarperCollins published it, and once it came public in 2007, which was the 60th anniversary coincidentally, there was a lot of interest. So then when that happened, and then we revived it and we said, let's give it a slightly different direction. Instead of just talking about the future of India, let's talking about enterprise-led development. Intellectually, we are really creating a movement of thought. The train of thought, if I may call it that. When you travel on a train, you also use it as a place of discussion, debate, you sleep in it at night. So it becomes a very nice platform for people to be together and yet travel the whole country. Point that I would make to many people who are saying, well, you know what, I'm caught in my life of biwi, bache, etc. That there is a way of balancing that. There is a way you can contribute. And it's not just me, but my fellow board members like Tripathi and Raj, they're also doing the same thing. They are living very successful professional lives. What we have done was, we've said we'll be consistent. Every year, every week, we do a conference call where for 2 hours we are together and we discuss what has to be done for the yatra. The ability to see India across roughly 8,000 kilometers, north, south, east, west, and to witness those beautiful works of world-beating individuals, there's no other word for it, is a real experience, and that is definitely creating a better idea amongst our youth to say a better India can be given form. It gives hope. TEDx is a very inspiring platform. The kind of people who watched this were amazed that something like this was happening, because many did not know about it. And that I think is very important. It appeals to that corporate person who's saying that, can I do something? Many people walked up to me and said, can I help? So we should remove nation building as some esoteric subject which is discussed in Vigyan Bhavan or Planning Commission. We need to bring it into our drawing rooms, into our daily lives, when we walk, when we speak, when we talk. Now the question is that entrepreneurial energy existing in all sections of society? Our belief is it does not still exist in that middle India. So that inspired us to say that let's look at that middle, and that inspiration is very important to the yatra, and that really decided the core group where we went after. I think the act of growing up in a small town or smallish town, Lucknow at that time was a small town, before that Ahmednagar was small towns, makes you dream bigger dreams. One of the complaints I have with large cities is that the city is so big and it allows very little time for reflection and watching the stars and doing things which people in small towns are able to do. So I think that to a certain extent is part of my upbringing. In every person, there is a journeyman. And in that journey, there is a tremendous amount of learning, because the journey refreshes you. A journey allows you to get you out of your context. But the courage is not the journey. The courage is the ability to go back to your place of origin and make change happen. These guys have to awaken Jagrati. They have to awaken the inside spirit in them if the contribution is in the nature that we are talking of. So for me, better India is not possible unless we engage 600 to 700 million people. You cannot do what we are doing in a conference room in improving their lives through their own self. So to a certain extent, we go back to the Gandhian thought that nation building is not a duty of a select group of people. Nation building is every citizen's job, and the job of creating a better country is joyful.